Hi, I'm Miko.
Hi, my name is Rafael.
Hi, I'm Maan.
I'm a businessman by profession,
I'm a project manager by profession.
I'm a mom and a lifestyle journalist.
and today I've been invited to read a letter from someone.
Para tayong si Ate Charo today.
Which I think will be a page out of someone's diary.
So here it is. This is the letter from a 27-year-old male person living with HIV. So I'm gonna start reading this. Dear Andy, kamusta ka? Do you still remember the day, month, and year when everything turned into ashes? When things didn't work out the way you wanted? That was March 2022. That's when everything changed. What is supposed to be just a normal requirement test before flying abroad turned out a harbinger of bad news. It broke your world, your own future. Everything you planned to happen was ruined. Even everything you wished to create in the future wasn't possible to achieve. You thought it all ended there and wanted to end everything abruptly. Your judgment is clouded, and fear and grief made you shut your world into loneliness. I knew you thought it was the end. You thought it was the end of everything you started. But now, little did you know, everything changed for the better. What made you stronger is the thought that it didn't make you less of a person, it made you more of a person. Though it took you months to gather all the thoughts and courage to be better again, to learn from all the mistakes you did and make them lessons for you to learn in the future, I'm glad you're finally doing all of them step by step. It's not easy. You've been through your worst stages. Denial, anger, bargaining, and depression, before finally accepting that this is your new reality. This is who you are now. Yes, still thankful for being given the chance to see through a different lens and appreciate life even more. No matter how hard or how difficult the situation will be, all good things will end for those who believe in themselves. And I always believe in you. Never be afraid to love again, even though you know it is love that put you in that situation. You know the risk. That's how life is all about. Taking risks, falling, getting up, and learning. Life is all about learning. This sickness is just a reminder that this doesn't have the power to define you. Life's path, only you do. You have learned to love yourself more. So go easy on yourself. It's never wrong to choose yourself first before others. You will get there, maybe not now, but you are positively looking forward to that dream. Get your dream job abroad, be established, and help others, especially those who have been in the same shoes you are wearing now. Layo pa ka, pero laya na ka. Which means, malayo ka pa, pero malayo ka na. Always proud and forever grateful. A. Wow, actually, I'm not really a very emotional person. So, and I rock about most things. But reading this letter, yun nga, some emotions came up. And what struck me the most was how optimistic and strong this person is to be able to give himself or herself words of advice and encouragement for the future, and that says a lot about the character. I didn't expect that, and it's very admirable. People with HIV are going through a lot because you suffer from stigma, you suffer from discrimination, because a lot of people around them also are not educated about it. That's the thing. A lot of people end up hating you or like pushing you aside because of something that they're not really informed about. If I were to reply to the person who wrote this, I would say that I'm very impressed with the set of character that you have, the optimism, the fact that you look forward to a future. It's not, you're not stuck in your situation. You know that you can move forward And I'm glad to know that you're educated about your situation. I hope you could spread this awareness also to other people.
This is a letter from a 20-year-old male person with HIV. Dear JJ, hello, how are you, Mare? Carry pa rin ba? Buti buhay ka pa. Ang tatag mo din. Iba ka rin ba ding? Di ka talaga pakakabog kahit laging nabubugbog. Alam ko naman na hindi naging kind ang life sa'yo. Daming challenges para sa isang batang bading na palaban at handang makipagbaradahan kasama ng mga samkabakaan sa ating compound. Pero akla, alam ko na napapagod ka na din sa mga pangarap sa buhay. Lalo na nung kayo na lang natitira ni nanay. Ginawa mong lahat para maging masaya at proud siya. Lahat ng racket gagawin mo para kumita ng pera. Bilang isang aklang raketera, lahat ng pinagkakakitaan gagawin mo. Kilala ka sa lahat ng Miss Gay pang barangayan. Minsan si Marga nga, minsan si Cassie. Last time naman malnourished na Mama Oni. Naalala mo ba yung Miss Gay sa kabilang barangay? Yan yung gabi na sasampa ka sana sa stage, pero nahatak ka ng isa mong beshiwap para magpa-test dahil pogi yung CBS volunteer. Ang ingay mo pa nun, pero anyari, na-shook ka ng bonggang-bongga dahil ikaw ang bumigo sa pabolam ni Mayor. Nanlamig at nanglugha, girl. Muntik malusaw ang mock-up mong hindi pa bayad. Ang daming tanong at nasa isip mo kung paano, kung sino, mahirap mag-pinpoint, kakaloka. Hindi ko alam kung paano mo nagawa na rumampa sa stage at lumaban sa pageant. Kinaya mong itawid hanggang matapos. Pero pag uwi mo ng bahay, di mo matanggap at mega kroyola ka kay mothership. Alam ko iniisip mo nun na katapusan na wala ng pag-asa. Pagchichismisan ka ng mga Sisters of Mayapa, kaya nagkulong ka sa bahay mo ng 1 linggo. Pero dahil mahal mo si mother at siya ang nagpapalakas sa loob mo, dahil lahat naman ng ginawa mo ay para sa kanya, pinilit mo ang iyong sarili bumangon. Smile na lang ganyan, pak, tapos ganyan, pak. O diba, parang walang problem. Happy-happy lang dapat. Iniisip mo na kailangan mo mabuhay at lumaban para kay nanay. Kakayanin mo lahat para kay nanay. May mga time na parang whiz mo na carry. Ang laki kasi ng iniinom mong gamot. Di ko masabi na okay ka na ngayon, pero I know carry mo at sinusubukan mong maging epic everyday. Dahan-dahan lang, slowly but surely. Nandiyan naman ang mga friends at kumare sa clinic na lagi ka din naman kinakamusta at inaalagaan. Napakabait ni Ate Angge, your case manager. Minsan, siya pa nabibigay ng pera para makakain kayo. Kahit nakakaya, tinanggap mo din dahil sa ngayon, walang-wala ka na talaga. Salamat dahil palaban ka. Dahil kung hindi, ayoko maisip kung paano si mothership pag wala ka. Kaya kapit lang akla. Marami pa tayong contest na sasalihan. Marami pa tayong ilalampasong bakla. Dahil alam mong fierce ang beauty at personality mo, pero higit sa lahat, a beautiful and comfortable life for mothership. Tapos tour na lang kayo ni mother sa Japan at ibang bansa. Ganyan, Laverne, Char, mahal na mahal kita, and kailangan mo ng maraming pagmamahal bago ka magmahal muli sa iba. Ang sabi, drama, anthology, hahaha. Pero true Lagern, ever after. Darating din ang right guy. Yung tanggap ka bilang baklang kanal na nag-morph into Daughters of Ursula. You know, pusit, hahaha. Lover nakla, nagmamahal, JJ. Nagustuhan ko na sobrang positive niya. Throughout the letter, si JJ, yung outlook niya, sinusprinkle niya ng little facets of comedy, but also a lot of strength and a lot of bravery, which would put a lot of people to shame. The kind of strength that you need to wake up and face the world because you're motivated and with your motivations and your passions. Tapos knowing na there's stigma out there, knowing na people will try to pull you down, that let's be honest, it's depressing to look at what people say about having HIV, and it's very brave for a person like this to fight that every day. When he said that he knew about the diagnosis and then he had to attend the pageant and then be able to still perform in the pageant, that for me took so much guts. I don't have the best relationship with my mom, but I've tried and succeeded to make it a little more comfortable over the last few years. But this person, and I admire this person for being able to fight for his mom every day and also fight for himself. But there's so much stigma around HIV, and it makes me feel angry actually that a person with HIV should also have to fight the stigma in addition to coping with the virus. Why can't we just help them and be nice and kind people and be real human beings? Dear JJ, HIV doesn't change who you are, and I want you to know that you should keep being positive and having a great outlook in life, and that if anybody tells you otherwise or puts you down, they don't matter. What matters is you, your happiness, your mother's happiness, and that you're a better person for being that much braver, for being that much stronger than them.
So, ang letter natin for today is from Minurva. She is 42, female, and she is a PLHIV. My dearest Minurva, it has been a long time since we talked. I can't hardly remember the last time I wrote to you and I asked you how you've been doing. I guess super busy mo than nowadays. I see you're enjoying your work now in the community and also found joy in baking cupcakes. Minurva Pahinge. I'm proud of you. We have been through a lot all these years, and yet here we are. I know the past no longer holds power over you. You were able to live above your own hell and demons. I can still remember how painful it is. Walang sino man ang deserve na masaktan at ma-experience yung sakit na dinanas mo. The pain of betrayal is greater than inflicted physical wounds. You felt life started nung first year mo sa Dubai. You have the job you dreamed of in a land na all your skills and talents are rewarded. Life becomes even better when you finally met the love of your life. You are genuinely happy, I suppose. I guess the most joyous moment of your life is when you finally said yes and vowed to be together through sickness and health. A vow that challenged you to your core being. You never felt ill. In fact, napaka-health conscious mo as you work in health ministry that requires you to be as fit as possible. It was that day when you were called to the HR's office about your work visa renewal. You expected a happy HR guy would greet you with the good news of renewing your work visa, but instead you were greeted with a cold stare and confusion. Your life shattered at the opening of an all plain white envelope. This is not the positivity that you wanted to hear. You nearly collapsed and were carried to the ER, where you usually make rounds to aid patients. Ivan, your husband, came to pick you up. Instead of a smile greeting you, there is sadness in his chinito eyes. You told Ivan about your result, and confusingly, he doesn't look surprised at all. Why am I not surprised also, Ivan? It is as if Ivan already knew without you even uttering a single word. Confusion becomes anger, and anger becomes desperation. Halos mabaliw ka trying to find a good reason kung bakit ikaw, bakit nangyari, paano ang mga susunod na araw. Ivan knew that he is positive. Dali ang kilay ko pakibaba. And without telling you about his status, dahil takot siya na mawala ka sa kanya. That sounds like BS, doesn't it? Pero I guess ganun talaga ang pagmamahal. Pag nagmamahal, I will never forget how traumatic for you na sunduin na kayo sa apartment to be deported back to the Philippines with nothing but some few clothes and documents. How ironic na it will be a few weeks before your anniversary nang ma-deport kayo sa Pilipinas. You thought that it was the worst thing that could ever happen until you learned that Ivan jumped from the 6th floor of the hotel where you were currently being quarantined. Ivan could not bear the guilt and shame. You tried to be understanding so you could get answers from him, but I guess there are questions that will remain forever unanswered. I know you are strong. You have your ways of getting through your grief, but there are times na you need to cry it out and let it all out. You are too paranoid of loving and being betrayed again, but persistence is a man's virtue. And again, you let yourself open in loving again. He is not the perfect ideal guy you always envisioned of a partner. He may not have those parts of being a man, but he is surely man enough to accept you wholly and embrace you as who you are without prejudice and reservations. Just like how he accepted you accepted him for being him, a trans man. Girl, you go girl. You never felt this happy kasi kasama mo din siya sa laban mo, doing volunteer work sa community shelter, fighting for equality and social justice. Loving him and serving the community helped you get healing and closure. And I guess, pati na rin sa answer sa mga questions mo na why. Sabi nga nila, you cannot live what you don't have. And you being filled with love and positive outlook, I guess, ready ka na rin na mag-start ng family. There is one more space in the family for an orphan kid living with HIV who will be given the chance to live a life loved and accepted, never feel alone or abandoned. Never lose hope, never surrender, we always move forward. Deserve mong mahalin at magmahal muli. Love, Minurva. Minurva, I mean, what a journey. I am so proud of you. Taka, naiiyak ako, girl. I'm so proud of you for rising above your challenges. Naramdaman ko yung pain niya. Naramdaman ko yung minsan kini-question niya yung sarili niya. Minsan, siguro ka-questionin mo na rin yung langit. Bakit nangyayari ang mga gantong bagay sa iyo? But in the end, talagang nanaig din naman yung faith niya sa sarili niya, siguro pati kay Lord. So now, she's just living the life that she deserves also. There was a time na nararamdaman ko, alam mo yung para kang kandila na nauupos ng paunti-unti. And it was because I was in an abusive relationship. And tiniis ko siya ng matagal na panahon. But finally, I came to my senses and I felt that I was prepared to leave that relationship. And I brought my children with me. So now, dahil doon sa binago ko sa buhay ko, I feel much freer, happier, diba? And at peace. Minurva, if there's one word I would like to use to describe you, it's overused, but it's resilient. Nakita ko kung paano ka patuloy na bumabangon sa lahat ng challenges na dumarating sa buhay mo. It was not easy, girl. It was not easy, pero andyan ka na sa point ngayon na, you know, medyo masaya ka na, at peace ka na, that you have more control over your life. And I'm very happy for you.
I hope you enjoyed our episode. I hope you watch more episodes at Free2BU in their social media pages.
Thank you for watching today. I hope you learned a lot. You can book your free HIV testing at quickrest.org or scan this QR code.
Thank you for spending time with me today. For everybody out there, you know, continue to slay, love, and live a life of positivity.